Hello, we're back on Farming Simulator 25, and what I'm going to do, I've had some questions about goats, so I'm going to show you how to do goats real quick. Now, it's not intuitive. There's some idiosyncrasies with the map and a glitch or two, with the game. So let me show you that, how it works in Farming Simulator 25. Okay, the first thing you want to do is I have planted, wherever you're going to put this goat pasture or barn, the fence part, you want to plant grass. Okay, you want to plant grass, get your field good. I wasn't able to mulch this because it was already harvested, but anyway, I'm at 97%. That's pretty good. So what you want to do is plant a grass field and then go to the future 2 months before you do your goat pen. And that's going to give you some grass like we have here. Okay. Then you're going to install your pen. So be sure you plant grass first, nice grassy field. So I'm going to go to construction menu. Now, before I do any kind of construction, I always turn off this autosave and save my game. And I've done that. So it doesn't, if I mess up, I can always go back and recover. Because construction, you have the propensity there to really mess up. So I'm going to go, now if you notice, there's not a goat category. It's under sheep. So they use the same barns, you just stock it with goats instead of sheep. So that's why you can't find it there. So I'm going to spin him around like this. And yes, I'm going to block the road because I want to line it up on my fence here. And you can do what you want. All right, so I'm going to stick it in there. It's going to ask me a couple of questions, okay? Do you want to customize the fence? Yes. Okay, so we're going to come off this. Going to this corner here. Going up here. So what I'm doing there is fencing in my grass. The grass field that I made. Okay, turn around here so you can line this up. Okay, now it costs extra money for this fence, so be prepared. Not just the cost of the barn, but money for the fence. Do you want to plant the meadow? You want to say no here. No. So hit B for no if you're on using the controller. Boom. And what that's done is it's left my planted grass inside of that fence. For whatever reason, the meadow grass is supposed to regrow, and it does not. Okay, it doesn't work. There's a glitch in there, some kind of glitch with meadow grass. All right. Oh, look at there. I got a nice little bump there. That's another reason to save. You can always go back and change that if you want. So we're in here. Here's our barn. And let's go take a look here. Okay. Go to owned ones. There's no animals. But notice it'll hold 135. So what I'm going to do, there's sheep at the top. Your goats are all the way at the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to get some of these milk producing goats on the very bottom there. They're $777 each. Let's get 25. There you go. Goats are out there. It's got a lot of grass. The grass is going to regrow. But there's a trick when it regrows. It's not automatic, and I'll show you that. All right, so we got our sheep in there, or I'm sorry, our goats. And we're going to fast forward time here and go to tomorrow. Oh, let me show you before we do that, let me just show you their food. Notice the meadow capacity is big, 29,000 liters and change. And we'll see how much it drops down here in a second. Okay, we are here tomorrow. I have about 454 liters of goat's milk, and I could take that to the market. Let's check our food. It dropped some. Remember, we're at 29,000 and change. We're down to 28 and change. Okay. And what I'm going to do, now you could take this to the market. What I'm going to do, I think, is put it into production. I'm going to put a little production thing over here. So I'm going to go to construction again. Once again, autosave off, save game. And I'm looking for the small dairy. It's $36,000. I love the Farming Simulator 25 has these small little production facilities because they are great for a small farm. Once again, I'm going in the road, I guess. Yeah, it's hilly over here. All right, so I got my pallet of milk here, and I'm going to put that in my production point, my little dairy. All right, it's gone. I'm going to go set my dairy here. Okay, I'm going to have butter, bottled milk, and goat cheese. And I'm not going to carry that to market. I'm going to put it on selling, so I don't have a whole lot of work to do during this demonstration. You can get a little more money if you store it and then take it yourself, but I'm not doing that right now. All right, looks like we're set. So I got a little bit of goat milk in there. It's going to make those items and sell those, and we'll get a little cash. We'll see how that comes out tomorrow. Okay, it's our second month of after we had goats in there. You can see how they're doing. Our food is down to 26,000, about 800, and they're doing well. We don't need to cut grass yet. So I'm going to grab this little pallet. I'm going to put that into my production facility. Boom, they're gone. Let's check on my production, our dairy. Okay, we're getting more goat milk in there now. Now, I'll be producing enough. I'll probably have to do another, either take the excess to the market or do another little dairy. Or you can buy a big dairy on the map once you get in a monetary position to do that. So let's go to the next day. It's now December. Okay, it's January. We're back. We're going to grab this little bit of stuff there, take it to our dairy. Okay, let's check on our progress here. So if you look down here, last month we made $2,200 off of goat milk. Okay, we have our 25 goats, and our food is down to 25,000 and change. Notice we haven't fed them anything. We haven't given them any grass. So let's go to the next day. Okay, it is now February. We're going to grab our milk here, take it to our dairy. I got to check the progress of the dairy, see how full it's getting, because I'm putting it in there faster than it's coming out, I think. So I'll probably need another one here shortly. All right, let's check our dairy. Well, let's check our finances here. Okay, we made $2,200 a month, $2,386 for January. Okay, our dairy is half full, a little over half full, so it's getting there. I'm putting milk in it faster than it can use it. Okay, like I said, you can either take it to the market, the excess, or get another dairy. Let's check our goats here. Okay, we're down to about 24,000 liters of grass in our meadow. Still doing well. Hadn't had to cut any grass yet. Let's go to the next day. Okay, it's a nice rainy day in March. We're going to collect our milk here. All right, let's check on our finances here. Another $2,369 last month. Our dairy has 2,000 liters out of 3,000, so it's 2/3 full. Our goats have reproduced. So now we have 50 goats, but 25 of those are babies, and our food is down to 22,400. Let's take a look at our goats real quick. Okay, grown goat. We got some little ones somewhere. I heard one. There's one. Look at this cute little fella. I do like that Farming Simulator 25 has baby animals. It's just so neat that you can actually watch them grow up instead of before. All right, let's go till tomorrow and see what happens. Okay, we're in April. Now we have 50 goats, but 25 of those are still young, so they're not producing milk yet. So our milk production hasn't changed. But when they get to be adolescent or grown, then our milk production will double. All right, let's take a look here at our goats. We're down to 20,479 liters of food. Our goats are now a month old, and they're worth 125 each. Well, let's check our finances real quick. Okay, we got just under 2,300 for last month for milk. Let's go to tomorrow. Okay, here we are. We're in May. I'm grabbing the milk here, the goat milk, take it over to my little dairy. And my dairy is starting to get full. Okay, let's check our stats here. We're down to 18,000 liters of food. Our babies are 2 months old. Once they get about 8 months old, they'll start making milk. So we got a little ways to go. Our money, okay, we got about under 2,200 last month. That's based on the price of, all those goat products. Let's go to next month. Okay, we are in June. Remember, we haven't cut grass yet. We started with 25 goats, which is, a good bit less than our capacity of 135. And that's part of that reason there. Put our milk over here. Oh, it didn't disappear. What that means is our dairy is full. Okay, our dairy is full, so we're going to build another dairy. We're going to save the gain. Be sure autosave is off and go over to construction again. And we're going to get another dairy. Boom, right there. All right, let's check on our goats. We're down to 15,000 and change. Okay, those guys are growing up. 18% done. Go till next month. Okay, we're now in July. Now don't go anywhere. I got to show you in a little bit here how this grass reproduces. Because right now it's just eating it up and it's not growing. Okay, we're going to put this in our second dairy. Set that up. Okay, let's take a look at our dairies here. Second dairy, goat milk, goat cheese. Our sheep are doing well. 2 more months are going to reproduce again. And we've got 12,000 liters. Let's go to tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at our finances. We were down to about $2,000 a month in May and June because of the price of milk and butter and stuff. But we are up to 3,400 in July. We started that second thing. So our goats are starting to really produce us some money now. $3,400. And let's see how they're doing. They're down to 9,000 liters of grass. Okay, but look, they have reproduced again. So now they're not grown, but we have 75 goats of different stages of growth. Only 25 are mature though. So let's go to tomorrow. Okay, it's September. I just dropped off the milk, and we're going to go 1 more month, and then we're going to try to replenish our meadow there. So stay with us. We got 75 goats there. Look at our finances. We made $4,300 last month off of milk, so our income is growing, and our dairies doing pretty good. All right, another month. Okay, it's now October. We started this in October. We started this process in October. It's been a year since we bought our first 25 goats. All right, let's take this milk to the market. Our dairies are getting full. Look at our finances. We made $4,700 last month. $4,700. So our income is constantly growing, steadily growing from the goats. Our other goats are not quite mature yet, but they're getting there. 7 months. By next month, they should be producing milk. But if you look at our food there, we're down to 3,000 liters. So we're going to need to do something. After a year, if you start with about 25% capacity, remember our capacity was 135, and then we put 25 in there, but 25 goats in there out of the 135 that we could have. So what we're going to do now is go cut some grass. Be right back. All right, I've gone and cut some grass. I got about half a load in here, about 9,000 liters of grass. So what I'm going to do is put that in here. Show you my goats here. So now I got some food in there. My meadow grass was down to 2,900 and change. So let's go to tomorrow and see what happens with my field there. Okay, we are now in November. It's been 1 month and a year since we started this process with the goats here. Let's see where we are. Look at our pen. We put grass in there yesterday, 9,000 liters. It's down to 6,000 liters, but look at our meadow grass. It has completely replenished to 29,000 liters once we fed the goats. So that's all you got to do. You run it until you're close to getting out, cut a little bit of grass, and it was, 1 strip of grass in that field there. It wasn't even the whole thing. Check on our finances here. Look at that, 4,700, 4,300, 4,500 a month we're up to. And that's about to increase because our dairies are getting full. I'm going to have to get another dairy, which would further increase my income. So you can see goats with their milk can be quite profitable. It'll give you a good steady income once you get it going. And if you have a good field like this, They're easy to do. I cut grass once in a year, okay, and I didn't even cut that much. Let me show you my grass field over here. I cut this much grass, and I only took one stripe of grass. That gave me 9,000 liters, and I dumped that in there. And this is more. This side was heavier. So I got plenty of grass for later without even cutting. Next time I could just scoop that up. I could go ahead and put that in my thing, in fact, and just leave that. What I would do is just go ahead and put that in here and move it out of here so it doesn't use it and let it use the meadow grass. And then it will, when I need it, I can put it in there and replenish it. And there you go. You don't even have to use the whole thing. Just dump more than a day's worth in there so it can replenish, or a month's worth. And that's it. I'm Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. If you want to do goats, they're very profitable. There's some glitches, though. Remember, you got to say no to the meadow grass part. You can adjust your fence, but beforehand, plant your grass and let it grow for 2 months. Then, during growing season, it's not going to work in the winter. Let it grow for 2 months. Then put your goat pen in there, and you're good to go. So that's all I got. Give us a thumbs up. Share this with your farming buddies. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.